Hello everyone, this is Zooc, and today I'm doing Cho'Gath from League of Legends. Now, I have played League of Legends in the past, for those of you that are wondering, and it's an okay game, but it's not my favorite. I used to play Dota back in 2004, when I should have been studying for my finals, but I sort of stopped because finals came up, and then I didn't feel like picking it up again, so I'm kind of stuck in 2004 when it comes to Defense of the Ancients. I still think that the original Dota is like the best one in my opinion. Sure, some people will complain about balance and all that, but in terms of feel, it was World of Warcraft and it was nice. I don't really play like Han and League of Legends a lot. I just think they're way too similar. I mean, sure, they're maybe created by the same people, but it doesn't matter. For me, first is always the best. It's the case with movies, music. The first one they put out is always the best. I might be wrong, but I don't really care. Now, for those of you that don't know, this character is inspired by, well, not really inspired, but is almost identical to the Violator in the Spawn comics. Character was created by Todd McFarlane in 1992, so it's pretty old. Um, if you haven't seen the Spawn cartoons or yeah, cartoons, I guess you really should. The movie was absolute crap, but the cartoons are like amazing. They're one of my favorite comic inspired productions. There's like three movies I think of 1.5 hour each, or just a lot of separate episodes of like 20 something minutes. And in any case, it's really like dark and gruesome and stuff. So if you're into that sort of thing, then you should definitely check it out. Now this character was pretty easy to draw. It took about 2.5 hours. Nothing special to it. It's like almost symmetrical. It's basically, yeah, it is symmetrical. So there's not a lot of different things going on with his body. It doesn't look like the in-game model because I didn't like the texture it had. It seemed to be too shiny and too smooth. So, in my eyes at least, this guy's supposed to be like, muscly and full of spiky carapaces and stuff. So, I just grabbed an image off Google Images for the pose and stuff and just detailed with my own vision of what it should look like. Plus, there's like no artwork for him, like high quality artwork anywhere. There's just the images for the alternate skins that are like print screened from League of Legends. So, there wasn't a lot to it. What else can I say about it? I saved the face for last because the face is always the most problematic. So if you wanna, most people skip to the end anyway because they don't care about what I have to say, and I get that. Some people are really like they have no tangency whatsoever with drawing. They just want to see like pictures and stuff. So whatever. Feel free to skip to the end if you don't want to listen to my insightful commentary. Um, yeah, save the face for last. Everything looks like the same as the left side. I do try to alternate in terms of details. Like if something is symmetrical, like a creature, I don't try to replicate. If I do the left side first, I don't try to replicate the same details on the right side. I try to make them different because these creatures are supposed to be like chaotic demons and whatnot. They're not supposed to be perfect. And I'm almost running out of my pencil there. Tips keep breaking on it, so I'm probably gonna have to order a new batch soon. I think one pencil is good for about 3 drawings. I can guess at this point. So seeing as I have 12, that would be 36 drawings. Put one out every 3 days, so about 3 months. So in a month or two, I have to order a new batch of pencils because they're amazing. They're really good. Like I've gotten used to them by now, and they're really nice. But they run out really quick, and they're goddamn expensive as well. Like $2 for a pencil. Should be like 10 cents normally, but yeah, they're worth it if you're passionate about what you're doing. So there's a few minutes left, and in this time I'm gonna talk about something else because the drawing is there's nothing more I can say about it. A couple of people have sent me emails asking me to rate their, well, not, yeah, sort of rate their drawings and comment on them and give them any tips. There's not really much I can say. When it comes to art, if you're passionate about it and you work for it, then you'll eventually become better at it, just like with everything else. This is why I think art teachers are sort of bullshit. Unless you're doing like anatomy and like technical industrial design or whatever, you really don't need an art teacher. If you're just drawing as a hobby, I think it's useless to go to art school. If you're just doing it for a hobby, if you plan on going pro and doing it for money, like drawing landscapes and such, then yes, you do need some theory. But if you're just doing it as a hobby, then you really don't need anyone telling you what to do. I mean, really, the internet is just swarming with tutorials about everything you could ever. That's how I learned tutorials from the internet. It's not no secret. I don't have like a secret library of stuff. I just looked around a lot. I downloaded a lot of things and just read, and I read way more than I practiced. So it just goes to show you that you don't always have to practice, but you need some really good ideas before you start actually practicing. Because if you practice drawing stupid shit, then you probably won't get good at it. But you should draw things that are cool looking and that might look cool even if you're not the best drawer in the world. So it's good for your ego and self confidence if you draw things that that look nice. Oh, and be sure to show them to people that have no idea about art, because they'll stroke your ego and you'll feel better about yourself, and you'll start competing with your former self, and eventually you'll get pretty good. It worked for me at least. So I can't really give tips or anything. I mean, I can tell you like, okay, that thing is too smooth, or that armor is off, or the face is too flat, or whatever. But that won't really help you because the drawing is done already. So if you can see those things for yourself, then it just comes down to practicing more. And that's all you can do. Practice or copy other people's stuff. I copy other people's stuff, so works for me. But it's I can't really teach anyone anything. You have to teach yourself. Your eyes will get trained eventually, and your hand will get trained, and you'll just be better. So I mean, sure, you can send me emails with stuff and tips and whatnot, but don't expect to be better just because of what I say. Most of the time I just criticize a lot. So if you want that, then sure. But yeah, that was about it. Sorry for the rant at the end, but there's really not much else to say about the drawing. It's what you see is what you get. So I hope you liked it, and I do, and I will in the future switch to other games as well, not just like League of StarCraft and Warhammer, because I see people playing a lot of stuff, and some of them have cool looking characters. I might do them in the future. But yeah.